What's up, y'all? Today I'm gonna show y'all the best way to boil crawfish. Guarantee you, you've never seen it like this before. Bet you haven't. And if you have, well, you've eaten some of the best crawfish in the world. Let's do it to it, baby. First, we're gonna take these pond crawfish, whether they spillway, pond, bell river, or whatnot. We're gonna wash them, no salt, fresh water, rinse them, rinse them, rinse them until the water is perfectly clear. I'm talking about like crystal clear stream water. All right, you don't want a gritty taste of your crawfish. Don't use salt, okay? Got this little rinse basket that helps some. I've used just a strainer on a pot before, it helps a lot. And pay attention close to this because it's not exactly the recipe I'm gonna be using today. It's got a lot to do with the technique, the amount of water, the amount of liquid powder, everything I'm gonna show you, and it has a lot to do with the brand of seasoning I'm using. All right, next, we're gonna put water. Just take a pot, that's all you need, your crawfish pot, you're gonna boil it in, fill it up with water. Say fill it up about 3/4 with water. We're gonna dump the crawfish back in here. We're gonna go back and forth from the water to there. We're gonna dump our water. We're gonna keep rinsing them till it's crystal clear. You get out any dead crawfish, anything, even one dead one, get it out. You see a crawfish with a flattened tail, dump more dead ones in there. Spray them down one last time. It took 4 rinses on one sack. It's a 30-pound sack originally. After I got all the dead ones out, ended up being more like probably about 25 pounds. So I'm gonna use a little less seasoning than normal, but I'm gonna tell you what you use for about a 30-pound sack, and you can add just a tad from there. All right, put our potatoes down in there. Usually I separate them and put them in my crawfish sack. I wash my crawfish sack, I'll put my corn, my sausage right here, beanie weenies, whatever. I put them down in my crawfish sack separate. My potatoes too, put them down in there. Got Manda sausage here, it's Manda smoked sausage. You can get the spicy or the regular. Either way, we're gonna make it nice and spicy. You can cut some of them, whatever lengths you want. All right, so I took my corn, sausage, little smokies, little beanie weenies, whatever, throw them down in there. Got my lemon, 2 or 3 lemons, some mushrooms. That's where I want my water right there. Take some garlic, unclothe the garlic, if you wanna call it that. This is also for flavor. Now all this extra stuff, that's up to y'all if y'all want to put it in there or not, you know. But the lemon is key. If you want good crawfish, the lemon with my powder and my liquid, I'm about to show you how much to put in there. Yes, we're gonna put it in there now. We're not boiling our water first like most people boil it. Boil them however you want. I'm just telling you, this is the best way I've ever tasted them. And I got hundreds, if not thousands of people that can vouch for it. Everybody thinks when you boil crawfish that you have to boil the water first and then drop your crawfish down in there and that they'll soak it up real fast and then boil them for like a minute and then let them soak for 30. Hey, look, they'll taste okay doing it that way. But I like to do it like this, and the reason why is because we boil them in the cold water. The truth about it is these crawfish will actually slowly but surely soak up all the seasoning. And then the trick here I'm about to show you towards the end is really gonna make it soak up the seasoning. A lot of people say in boiling water that they'll soak it up immediately from live to boiling water. It's not the case. They actually harden up more. If somebody poured scalding water on your ass, what would you do? You'd clench up, wouldn't you? That's what that crawfish does. So we're gonna slowly boil them in this cold water. Don't matter how many pounds of crawfish you have, we're gonna do it the same. The water with at least 8, 10 or so crawfish at the very top. You'll be able to tell a big difference in the way they taste and the way they peel, guaranteed. Fire my pot up. Crank it on up. Don't get loud for a minute, so y'all bear with me now. All right, so got my crawfish boiling. I'm gonna wait probably about 5 minutes. Mid-March like this, early in the season, the shells are a lot softer. They're not nearly as hard as they are here in about a month or two. So April, May, June, crawfish shells much harder. The big spillway and Bell River Select, I guarantee you those, you're gonna wanna throw a half a stick of butter, hell, even a whole stick of butter if you got 40 pounds in there, and make the tails pop out way, way easier. But that's for later on. I'm not gonna put any butter in these today because it's early in the season. Like I said, 5 minutes tops. I'm gonna boil these, or whenever my pocket knife, I can stick it down in a potato in there, and a pocket knife pulls right out without sticking to the knife, then I know my crawfish are done. Woo, yeah. Take this off here. Just barely touch them. I ain't gonna stir them. I don't want to knock these claws off. It's gonna be real good. Get me a potato up in here. Just barely pull up. I pull up a potato where I can see it. Ow, I burnt my leg. That gum. This March wind blowing in now. Hey son, give me a hand if you don't mind. Phil to the rescue. Thank you. Alright. Got that potato up here. Oh yeah. Need to wait a minute. See how it's stuck to my knife? I ain't done yet. Push down in there. Always keep me a potato nearby. That way I can keep checking it. That's good stuff. Bench made bug out, my favorite knife in the world. If y'all been with the channel for a minute. It's that Axis lock. Totally worth the money. See how all my crawfish boil on the left side of the pot? I ain't got it. Set this up. I don't want to burn myself and knock this pot over. You want to talk about that? Woo! There we go. Don't stir it. Just touch. Really touch. Get me a potato out of there. Where's it at? Little baby tater. There's one. Got my potato right here. Check again. Oh yeah. What I'm talking about. It's about ready now. Yes, sir. Make sure when you go to the store, you get these things. Very important. Local grocery store or something. Make sure to get normal Zatarans, crab bowl. Don't get anything else spicy or the black can, anything like that. Just get the normal Zatarans. Get you one big can like this for about 30, 35 pounds. So if you get several sacks, just keep that in mind of how many cans you need. It depends on how many kids you got at the birthday party and whatnot. Whether you got adults, it's getting later in the day, you want a little spicier, you can add a little more seasoning. A lot of people think liquid's what makes it so hot. It actually gives it more heat, not spice. More heat, more flavor. The regular concentrated Zatarans, right there. You're gonna need at least 1 to 1 1/4 or 1 1/2 bottles for every 35 to 40 pounds. I'm gonna use, for this 25 pounds here, with some sausage, corn, potatoes, garlic, a couple of lemons, a few little smokies in there, little sausages. I'm gonna use 1 bottle of liquid, 1 can of powder. And I'm gonna use a little cayenne towards the end to give it a little bit of nice kick, you know, a little kick in the ass. Some good flavor. Make you wanna drink a cold beer. Yeah, that'd be fine. Like I said, it ain't quite 30 pounds. Yeah, that whole bottle right there. And just a touch, a hint of cayenne. That's enough. Now we're gonna let them roll, let them boil. When I get it to roll and boil, I'm gonna show you what's up next. Shut it down. We'll hit it with some cold water. We got some ice. It works even better. Sorry y'all can't hear me. Y'all about to be able. One good time around the top with your water hose. Throw you a handful of ice in there if you want, but this always works. Around the top, go around the bottom, cool the pot off. Let all that liquid, that temperature change, cold to hot like this. It's gonna make the crawfish soak up all that. You'll actually be able to see your water level start dropping because it's going all up inside the crawfish, the shell, the tail, and everything. Doing it this way, you ain't gotta let them soak nearly as long. Cool off the bottom. Yes, sir. See how you ain't got nothing but nice red crawfish sticking out the top of that pot? I always like to take just one out for a taste tester. There we go. We'll let them soak for probably about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how they taste. And you already know, taste test is the best part. I should give a shout out though to my Uncle Ricky for teaching me this. He is the one that taught me, and I boiled sack after sack until I got it as close to his as I possibly could. And he gave me the okay and the thumbs up. He said I did it right. He loves the crawfish, and now I'm returning the favor for those thousands of pounds that I eat back to him. Every time I boil some, I send them back there to Uncle Rick. So shout out Uncle Rick, ain't sis. Thank y'all for teaching me the best recipe in the world. Yes, sir. Not even 10 minutes now total. Bored in no time, especially with the way they tasted a second ago. Let me get my oven mitt out here. All right, I'm gonna pull them out of there, get them on the side, let all that juice drain out of there for a second. All right, we're gonna pour them out here on the table, nice and beautiful. Look at that pretty red crawfish. You can't get crawfish this beautiful and red. Got my piece of sausage dirty, man. You can't get them that pretty and red for Louisiana. And the Zatarans is delicious, man. Look at this, the claws peel perfectly. Pop right out and they're still hot. Delicious. Tail. And the whole thing come out the shell like that. No, you got it right. Good stuff. We're gonna eat up. Get some catfish noodles. I say catfish noodles is more like jug lines, you know. We're making some with PVC pipe. Pretty cool little trick. We're gonna throw them down in the river with live bait, go after some flatheads and blue cats. Ashley's out getting them right now with B-Ray, Judah, and Daryl. She's gonna bring them back here. We're gonna make them up. See y'all in the next video, catfishing on the river, making jug lines, having a good time. God bless y'all. See you in the next one. Later.